Hello there. So yesterday I took a painting class and I said on Instagram that it was my second painting class ever. I have to say that wasn't entirely true. I actually took 1 or 2 painting classes when I was a kid, but I never really painted anything because I was too afraid of messing up. I think I did. I took a lot of art classes. I took a lot of art classes in general. Drawing was my thing. I was pretty good at drawing, but when it came to painting or ink or like any kind of permanent thing, like I love drawing with pencil because if you mess up, you can erase it. But anything that like felt permanent, I was like terrified. So I took a bunch of drawing classes. I took like sketching, I took like cartooning. I actually at one point thought that I wanted to become an artist, like work for Disney and become an animator. But after I had taken so many drawing classes, you know, I was showing up to drawing class basically just to do the same kind of drawings that I would be doing at home. Like I wasn't continuing to learn by taking the classes. But I really liked my art teacher, so I asked, you know, what should I take next? And he said, why don't you take cartoon painting? So I took cartoon painting. But yeah, I think I painted 1 or 2 things. Like, and I definitely have memories of showing up to painting class with an idea, like with a project that I wanted to do. And so I would do the sketch of the painting. I would get stuck and then I would call my teacher over and be like, what do I do next? So he would start painting. And I have like at least 1 or 2 paintings at home at my parents' house that like were my paintings, but really my teacher did the majority of it. Like you know, when I would do cool things in art class, I would want to show my friends like, hey, look what I did. But these paintings, like I didn't even want to show people because I couldn't take credit for them because I did not do the work. Like those really weren't my paintings. Those were my teacher's paintings. So I was a little nervous when some friends invited me to this painting class at Paint and Unwine. Unwine? It sounds weird to say that out loud. The place is called Paint and Unwine and it's in Redondo Beach. But I've seen people do these painting classes before as like parties and, you know, group things. And none of the paintings look bad. Like people show up with like all different skill levels and I'm sure like many of them are beginners or maybe have never painted before, but still when you see the group photo of like everyone's paintings, none of them look bad. So that made me feel confident that if I went to this class, I could do a decent painting. So the nice thing about these painting classes is that they have a specific painting that the whole class is doing and the instructor gives step-by-step instructions like and does it on his own canvas so you can see what you're supposed to be doing. And I kind of realized that even though I really liked my art teacher when I was a kid, I think he was like more of an artist than a teacher. So he wasn't doing this step-by-step stuff. Like it was just you came to art class with an idea, with a project that you wanted to work on, and then if you needed help, he would help you, but it wasn't like, it maybe wasn't ideal for like beginners, people who have no idea what they're doing, which when it comes to painting, that was me. So the first class we did, my friend Chris picked the painting and it was a turtle, like a sea turtle swimming around. And that was really fun. I actually won a second class at that first class. So I picked yesterday's painting, which was like a stack of pumpkins, like this kind of fall scene. And they were both really fun. I definitely painted better than I thought I could paint. The instructions really were helpful. And I think that if I had had that kind of instruction, like from my childhood classes, I probably wouldn't have been so afraid of painting. So I definitely recommend taking a painting class like this if you've ever thought about it. If you're in the South Bay, I would recommend going to Paint and Unwine, and if you're not in the South Bay, like I would recommend maybe just going on Yelp and trying to find a similar class that you can take. I didn't really take any video during the class because I didn't want to fall behind and like they definitely give you enough time to like do everything, but you can't like lollygag or you're gonna like not know what's going on. Man, this class is like giving me all the flashbacks from my childhood, but like literally I remember in kindergarten and my teacher talked to my parents about me working more slowly than the rest of the class, and she said that it wasn't that I was learning more slowly, It's just that I was working slower because I wanted everything to be perfect. And like, I don't even know what are you doing in kindergarten? Like cutting shapes out of construction paper? Like, I don't know, but whatever it was, I was taking it too seriously and moving too slow. So I feel like those two childhood stories might give you a little bit of insight into like what kind of person I am. But I can proudly say that within the last couple of years, I think I've gotten over, for the most part, like my perfectionist tendencies. It only took like 25 years, but we did it. Good job. But I think stuff like this painting class, like doing things outside of my comfort zone that I'm like not immediately good at, helps like overcome those perfectionist tendencies. And I used to think perfectionism was a strength, but now I realize it is a flaw. So yeah, it's something that took me some work to get over, but maybe I should make another video about that. I feel like that's something a lot of people struggle with. But for now, if you're someone who struggles with perfectionism, go take a painting class. Risk being bad at it. You probably won't be. I think that's it for this video. Kind of a shorter one. My cat is meowing. I'm just gonna leave it there because, you know, I don't want to be perfectionist. I could film this over, but you can just hear him meowing in the background. That's totally fine. Okay. I'll see you in the next video.